Hello everyone and welcome to my channel, Siriana Tarot. This is going to be a reading for March 23rd, 2020. This is a reading for the collective, for all signs, so take what resonates and leave what doesn't. All right, let's go ahead. We're going to invite spirit, angels, ancestors, loved ones who have passed, and our spirit guides to this space to deliver the messages that the collective that we need to hear for March 23rd, 2020. Messages for the collective, March 23rd, 2020. Messages for the collective, March 23rd, 2020. While I'm doing this reading, please leave some love by commenting, sharing, liking, subscribing, ringing that notification bell. Whatever works for you. Oh, lovely. I don't even care if they're upside down. You guys got 2 aces in this reading. Ooh. All right. Your overall energy, this is Temperance. This is Sagittarius energy. This is all about balance. This is all connecting with the divine. Some of you are earth angels and you may not even know it. And right now you guys are really, really needed. So stepping into your power, into that healing power, finding that middle ground. In the traditional Rider-Waite deck, she has one foot on the ground and the other foot dipping her toes into the water, into her emotions, and sort of finding that balance between the material world and the spiritual world. This is a beautiful, beautiful card. Sagittarius energy, which you might have in your chart, or you just might be exhibiting those qualities. And look at that. Underneath that, we have the Strength card. This is Leo energy. This is courage. This is fierce. You guys are picking up right now. You guys are stronger than you even know. And your healing powers are off the charts. But you do have to step into your power. You have to find your power, you guys. Underneath that, you have the 2 of Swords. The choice is yours. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy. You have a choice, not you don't get to choose what's happening around you, but you have a choice as to how you react. And these messages are coming out loud and clear. Oof. And this is also a reminder, if you're feeling alone, if you're feeling isolated, that you are not, that you have your spirit guides and your angels and spirit around you. Okay, pushing you forward, giving you a gentle push towards success. Now, the first card out is the Magician card, which is ruled by Mercury, so it may be Libra or Gemini energy, and it's all about the power of manifestation. Some of you might be working with law of attraction, but Spirit is urging you, telling you, you have all the tools that you need, so pick them up and get to work, okay? And some of that work might be healing, some of that work might be within your relationships, and it might be helping others at this time in your life, okay? Very, very nice. The next 2 cards you have are 2 aces, and I don't even care that they're reversed, because 2 aces tell me there's a brand new beginning and there are blessings coming to you in a lot of different forms. But do not let your analytical mind get in the way of you receiving these blessings, okay? Really, really important. So the Ace of Cups is a reminder here, Spirit saying with this healing card and with Temperance, there's a need for you to refill your cup. Some of you might be feeling exhausted, especially if you guys have been in panic mode right now, whether that's, whether you're physically running around or whether you're mentally, letting yourself be affected by sort of this fear-based energy that's getting thrown at us. There's a real need for you to do the self-love, to do the self-care, to do the protection work. Okay, emotionally, physically, you need to fill up this cup, okay? And you need to do the healing here. The Ace of Swords is also clouded vision, being confused. Again, this might come from the panic mode that we're seeing coming out in the 9 of Swords. 9 of Swords, worst case scenario thinking, Swords energy, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, which is coming out towards the end, is also all about communication. So you guys might have to tune into higher frequencies if you find yourself getting anchored in the negative or listening too much to the news, or, if you're part of, groups on social media that are very doomsday, again, the message here is to be aware and to be prepared. Don't be overly optimistic and don't be overly pessimistic, but somewhere here in the middle ground. And it may take a lot of strength and courage to get you there, but Spirit is saying the choice is yours. And underneath that, we have the beautiful Queen of Cups, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy. She's mother energy. She's nurturing. She's also somebody who has honed her psychic and healing abilities. Okay, so you guys, I'm speaking to some of you guys are very strong healers, and you guys also have to remember that you guys change your point of focus. Okay, the minute you change your point of focus, you change your reality. Okay, so I'm using some newer oracle decks. This one is called, what is this called? It's called Healing Yourself, and these cards are very beautiful and very powerful energies. So let's go ahead and see what additional messages we have for the collective. March 23rd, 2020. Dreams, number 3. Look at that. And we have this big cat coming out again. This is about stepping into your power. This is also that you might be getting a lot of information during, your dream space. Some of you aren't remembering your dreams, and there's a reason for that. You may be dream walking, or again, on the spiritual level, they may be performing surgery. So some of you, and I wonder if some of you have had any surgery dreams lately. Okay, if so, that means there's a lot of spiritual work going on behind the scenes to sort of get you to the next level. Okay, so I love this because this is a very, very spiritual reading, you guys. And dreams is also all about, take this time right now, shift your focus not on the how you are going to accomplish things, but the why. Why do you want to accomplish these things? And the how will fall in place, okay, miraculously. And this is also telling you when you shift your focus to the why, why you want something in your life, not just the how. You're changing that frequency. You're not focusing, you're not sending out that negative energy. You're sending out the positive energy. And again, everything's going to fall in place. So don't hold yourself back from your wildest dreams, from imagining. And there's a beautiful exercise you guys can do is write down on a piece of paper, 10 things that if time or money weren't restrictive. So if you had all the time and all the money in the world, what 10 things would you do? Do that every day, and then start ranking them, and then start seeing which ones you can actually do. But this alone is going to raise your frequency and get you into that feeling, right? That art of manifestation, putting yourself in the energy. Start imagining what it would feel like to be able to accomplish all of those things. All right, and then you get how teachable are you? Number 9, yeah. So I'm actually getting, this is interesting. This is again paying attention to the messages and your dream state, because look, she's in bed. Okay, the spiritual downloads, the aha moments. You guys are constantly being nudged to make certain decisions, to move in a certain direction. And you guys are getting messages in lots of different forms, whether that's through books, through something you're watching on TV, through things that people are saying to you, okay, through, prayer, through meditation, whatever resonates with you. And for some of you, it's really through the dream state here. Okay, and these 2 aces, these herald a brand new beginning, a new direction, and they're very, very positive, even if they're in the reverse here. With the magician here, I mean, the magician has all of the aces, on the table in front of him. He has a cup, he has a sword, he has a wand, he has a pentacle. All you have to do is figure out how you're being guided to use them and pick them up. How teachable are you? And then also I did get a message here though with this 9 of Swords, and we do have 99 down, and some of you might be seeing the number 99 showing up as well. But I also feel like how teachable are you is also asking you to pay attention to how vulnerable are you. Now, vulnerability is a beautiful thing, but It's also about check your auric field for any leaks. How much negative energy are you allowing into your energy field at this time, right? So again, that's not, so making sure that you're not getting anchored in any fear-based thinking, being, baited into reacting to, hysteria, panic, and mania. I'm not downplaying anything that's going on in the world, but there's that, I'm just going to repeat myself over and over again, that there's an importance to find this middle ground, okay, with this Temperance card. And it's not being overly optimistic, and it's not being overly pessimistic either, all right? And you guys get hole in the soul, I can't speak, hole in the soul, hole in the soul. Look at that, number 36. It breaks down to another number 9. Ooh, yeah. So what did I just say to you about auric leaks? Okay, I told you there's some, you can't be letting too much negative energy in. Now, this card, number 36, I'm going to read to you from the book. This is beautiful, although I am getting it intuitively. This has everything to do with what I was just saying, the energy that you're letting in. Is there any sort of parasitic energy that's entering your life that's really negatively affecting you? And taking a really good look at, okay, where might you be? If you've been in panic mode, some of you are feeling very, very exhausted, and that hole needs to be plugged up. And and we see that with the Ace of Cups in reverse, with this energy that's just sort of flowing out, and you're not able to refill your cup. This can also talk about childhood wounds that disrupt an extraordinary life. And it could be some of you are experiencing a low-grade depression or a perpetual empty feeling, which we're seeing. We're seeing that depression. We're seeing that anxiety. We're seeing that sense of feeling drained. When you lose your authentic self, you disconnect from your true feelings, needs, and desires. Instead, you wear a mask to make others feel more comfortable. So again, some of you as healers and as parents and as guides, you might be putting on a really brave face, which is commendable and admirable at this time, and necessary, especially if you are a leader. But, but if you focus too much on making others more comfortable and not focusing enough on yourself, so make sure that you're making yourself feel comfortable. This came out in a lot of my Aries new moon readings, you guys, for a lot of signs, the importance of you focusing on what you can do. And again, if you have dependents, if you are parents, if you are leaders, yes, it's important to make others, to help others at this time, to help heal others, to keep others calm, etc. But it starts with you. And Spirit saying, if you've been putting on a brave face, but inside you've been getting stuck in panic mode or confused or freaking out a little bit, and you're running yourself ragged, now's the time to plug that hole, to fill in wherever you're feeling that hemorrhage taking place. So being detached leads you to profound loneliness and isolation as you're always mourning your true self, okay? So again, this is all about you taking care of yourself. You need to do that first, okay? It's like being on an airplane. When they show you the oxygen mask drops down, you need to put that oxygen mask on yourself first, and then even, the people around you. This card encourages you to discover your true self through learning about your childhood and mourning the abandonment and neglect you felt. So for some of you, this will go back to some childhood issues. For others of you, I feel like what we're going through as a collective, some of you may have experienced this in past lives, and it will be really important for you to do that work if you guys are really getting deep into your meditations and doing any past life regression type work. Okay, really interesting. All right, now I'm going to use the Steampunk Tea Leaf Fortune Telling cards. These are also really beautiful and very powerful cards. So let's go ahead and see what additional messages we have for the collective. March 23rd, 2020. All right, so you guys get the automobile, number 20. You guys get the triangle, number 22. So there's another master number here. 99 and 22 are coming out, and you get tombstone number 21. All right, the automobile is definitely movement, and we have to look and see what is the automobile moving away from. Okay, so we do see the automobile moving away from the triangle and the tombstone energy here. So the automobile is all about a short journey. It's taking time out for oneself. It's a relaxing trip, independence, progressing forward quickly. So this is really coming out loud and clear with that Temperance card, the Ace of Cups, the Ace of Swords. You might be feeling a little bit run down. You might be feeling a little bit exhausted. You might be feeling like there are too many holes to plug up in this sinking ship, and Spirit saying, take a time out for yourself. Even if this is 5 minutes a day, even if this is just shutting the door and having a bath or taking a nice shower, okay, it's really, it's really, really important. The message here, fill your cup. You need to do the self-care. Now, the next card that comes out is the triangle, and it's good luck if it's near more positive symbols, which it is with the automobile, but it's material gain, good fortune, and success on the way up. If it's in the negative, so it's next to the tombstone, it could indicate a three-way relationship, third-party influence, extramarital affair, something unexpected, three-dimensional situations, complex and convoluted detours. Now, what I'm getting here more than anything here, you guys, not that good fortune is on its way out or anything like that, but the need for you to take some time out for yourself, okay? And you may be running into delays in your soul's journey because you're not doing that, or because you might be vibing, sending out negative vibes. Again, focus on the why, not so much on the how. Like, I don't have enough money. Right now I can't leave my house. That type of thinking, okay? And this triangle energy, for some of you, I don't think it has anything to do with a third party situation. But what I do think is it's really talking about being stuck in the 3D, okay? And remembering that there are higher dimensions. Remember the Temperance card? Look, this woman is ascending. This is an angel. This is the divine. So at this time, it's really important that you're not getting too caught up in the 3D. Now, we are having very real human experiences. Remember, we are all sparks of God or spirit or whatever resonates with you of the divine, having human experiences. So we can't totally ignore the 3D either, right? So that's the importance of taking care of our immune systems, taking care of the everyday, if we have to amend the way we work, if we're working from home, all of those details need to be paid attention to, okay? So the importance of the 3D, but then also remembering that, if you're finding yourself too caught up in the 3D, that there's a real importance to focus on the spiritual and on your other dimensions, again, on your dream state, meditation, prayer, what have you. And then if you're too much in the spiritual and not focusing enough on, your body is a real thing and having a real experience, your soul is having a human body experience, well, that needs to be tended to as well. And it looks like some of you physically might be feeling a little bit drained and a little bit exhausted. Now, 21, look at that. We have 20, 21, and 22, all right, which is a really nice progression. It's an important, an important reminder to remember that there's cycles to everything. So there are ebbs and flows to everything that's going on. So 21 is all about rebirth, okay? It's all about, I'm getting just the Death card, the Scorpionic energy as well. And, it's all about transformation, renewal, and rebirth. That's what the book says. Endings have to occur in order to transform, put issues behind you, blockages, sadness, sorrow, hardships, expired in the past, large-scale losses, and burdens. Yeah, so all of that needs to sort of be put behind you. And I think some of you, again, are focusing too much. You need to stand in the present. Remember, the past is gone. Okay, so again, if some of you are lamenting, oh, my job, I wish I could go to work. No. And if you can't right now, you can't. And if you're focused way too far ahead in the future, well, guess what? That's not here yet. So you need to anchor yourself in the present. Remember the world, the universe, Mother Gaia. Everybody around you is getting a huge reset. There are changes. This is a huge transformation. And I truly believe it's one that needed to take place. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and pull a final message for the collective for all signs for March 23rd, 2020. March 23rd, 2020. There we go. That's the card that sort of came lazily flying out. You get purification. It's time for a cleansing detoxification of your body. I can't speak body and bind. What is going on? Did Mercury go retrograde? Body and mind, okay? It's time for a cleansing detoxification of your body and mind. Some of you need to step out of negative thinking, okay? Some of you need to really take some time for yourself. Again, some of you need to, those of you doing energy work, really work on balancing your chakras. Okay, for others of you, it's purifying, drinking water. Okay, make sure that you're eating. Make sure that you're taking your vitamins, that you're boosting your immune system. And this card comes to you as a huge help, okay, and as guidance. Your vessel has become clogged by overuse of harsh chemicals, and the offending source is within your psyche. So again, for some of you as well, I'm definitely, continue washing your hands, continue cleaning. But for some of you, you also have to look at the effects if you guys are using heavy, harsh chemicals at work. I know a lot of people are complaining of that with their hands. Remember, and all of the cleaning and all of the, the sprays, the disinfectants and that sort of thing. So check and see maybe if you can switch to natural while you're at home or something like that. Natural sources of antivirals, antibacterials. You've been ignoring your body's many signals and screams for relief from the steady ingestion of impurities. Okay, and we see that with the need for you to fill up that cup. Again, these impurities, they don't necessarily have to be physical. They could be, it could be these mental impurities. And again, if you have found yourself in panic mode, it's really important that, when that oxygen mask drops down, you breathe yourself, you detox yourself, you balance yourself before, you put on that brave face. And yes, many of you have to continue to put on a brave face for your children or for your tribe or what have you, but you need to do the work, you guys. This is a time for you to reset, cleanse your organism as we're all in our homes. The streams are, becoming crystalline again. The air is becoming less pollution. The animals are benefiting, okay? And so that's what we need to do as well. All right, I'm going to leave it there because I feel like I could go on and on with this reading. I love you guys so much. Please don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, comment, share, ring that notification bell. I love you guys so much. You guys mean the world to me, and for being on this journey with me, it's a humbling experience. All the love and support you show this channel. All right, so I hope you have an absolutely beautiful day. Take care.